present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Littleton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us for a second week at the Theatre Royal in the heart of Nottingham. Nottingham is associated with many famous names. Born in 1850, Jesse Boot founded the chain of chemists that took his name. After a few years, he realised his slogan, "Buy your drugs from Jesse's," wasn't that great, and he changed the firm's name to Boots. The business started in Goosegate Street, where Jesse's father had a tiny oak-beamed pill shop. But there was so little demand for tiny oak-beamed pills, they decided to diversify. J.M. Barrie once visited here and was inspired to write Peter Pan when he spotted an urchin in the street. What a 1 in a million chance that one should have escaped from the marine biology aquarium that way. Thus frightening him round the corner where he bumped into a disabled parrot and a crocodile with a clock in its mouth. Nottingham is also famous for its links with football, and Notts County is proud to be the oldest team in the English League. But they hope soon to buy some younger players. Now it's time to meet the teams. With comedy very much the watchword, I can honestly say we have 4 men who couldn't possibly be any funnier if they tried. More's the pity. Please welcome on my right Tim Brooke-Taylor and Jeremy Hardy. And on my left, Barry Cryer and Graham Garden. And taking up her position on the scoring desk beside me, please welcome the ever-delightful Samantha. Okay, let's start with a round about romantic introductions. Where can one look to find guaranteed eternal love? Well, the England ladies' tennis team scoreboard is an obvious start. And when it comes to potential romance, the very first word spoken can be so important. As an example, our own teams are frequently approached by women with interesting opening lines. One often addressed to Tim Brooke-Taylor is, the good-looking one from the Goodies. Do you know what became of him? Well, Barry Cryer's most commonly is, "Oi, what are you doing in those bushes?" Every occupation evolves its own patois de coeur, and today we look at the car repair trade. So, teams, your suggestions, please, of motor mechanics chat-up lines. Graham, would you start, please?
No, I wouldn't call that a big end.
Give me your chassis number, and if you're free next week, I'll book you in for a service.
Is this a gear stick, or am I just pleased to see you?
I'll just roll you up onto the pavement, and then we won't be in anybody's way.
Or, it'll cost you.
Great chat-up line.
Works for me.
What's a nice grill doing in a body like this?
I prefer a manual.
Let's play petrol pumps.
And while we're at it, why don't we test for emissions?
You've just put the lead back in my petrol.
Well,
been turning this bat, you little clock teaser?
You can always expect a bit of rattling on one this age.
It's time now to...
Do you want to put it in first? No, sorry.
I'll give you a jump start, and that should get you going in no time. This looks like a toe job to me. I'm going to have to get underneath.
I'll be ready by Friday.
You realise this thing is just an extension of my car.
It's time now to test the team's musical skills with a game called Pick Up Song, where each of them will sing along to a well-known disc selected by DJ Samantha. She accompanied me down to the gramophone archive this morning, incidentally, where she quickly uncovered some of the greatest hits ever. And what a treat for my old years they were. Samantha is now poised at the turntable and ready to spin the selected discs. At my signal, she'll reduce the volume to nothing, but as the tune fades away, the team shall continue to sing until it reappears, the object being to stay in time with the music. If on its return, teams, you're within a midge's minim of the original, I'll be awarding points, and points mean 13-amp electrical sockets. What do points mean? This week's prize is just the thing for the homeowner who doesn't like to be kept awake by the furniture. It's this decaffeinated coffee table. Okay, we'll start with you, Graham. I'd like you to accompany Dick James singing the Robin Hood theme.
Men, feared by the bad, loved by the good, Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Robin Hood. He called the greatest archers to a tavern on the green. They vowed to help the people of the king. They handled all the trouble on the English country scene and still found plenty of time to sing. Robin Hood, Robin Hood, riding through the
Well, as the Americans say, that was pretty damn awful. Tim, now I'd like you please to accompany the Osmonds singing their Crazy Horses song.
There's a message floating in the air, come from crazy horses riding everywhere. It's a warning, it's in every tongue, gotta stop them crazy horses on the run. What a show, they go trucking up the sky, yeah.
The Mormons are coming.
Crazy horses all got riders, and they're you and I.
Crazy horses, crazy horses.
Never stop. And they never die. They just keep on puffing how they multiply.
Hey! Hold on, baby!
You now, Barry, would you please accompany Terry Jack singing his melancholy ballad, Seasons in the Sun?
Learned of love and ABC, skinned our hearts and skinned our knees. That was a quick bit I'd forgotten. Goodbye, my friend, it's hard to die. And now the weather. When all the birds are singing in the sky. Now that the spring is in the air, I'll sing this as if I really care. Think of me and I'll be there. We had joy, we had fun.
Finally, Jeremy, would you please accompany Tight Fit singing The Lion Sleeps Tonight? And the rest of you can join in on the whim-aways.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Come on, Pluto! In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the quiet jungle, lion sleeps tonight.
Right, the teams are going to play sound charades now, an exact replication of the totally silent mime game, except that in our version, the teams speak. Okay, Tim and Jeremy, you're going to start by performing your charade, providing the clue to a certain title. Your title will be relayed to our audience via the laser display board. Here's the mystery voice for listeners at home.
To kill a mockingbird. To kill a mockingbird.
Okay, it's a film, book, what?
It's a book and a film with...
4.
Yeah, 4 words. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. I'm not going to buy you another one unless you promise to be more careful.
Birdie not go in microwave.
No.
Birdie like microwave.
No, Birdie, not go in microwave.
Like Birdie.
No, Birdie, not in microwave.
Tweet.
No, not in microwave, even if he does take the piss.
To cook.
To cook. To microwave
A mockingbird.
Okay, your turn, Barry and Graham. Your title is now being exhibited on the laser display board, and here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
The Matrix. The Matrix.
Barry and Graham.
It's a film.
And
2 words long.
Yeah.
Dougal.
Hamish, you'll have had your tea.
Yeah, well, but what are you up to, man?
Just rehearsing for the wee band's party. I'm going to do some illusions for them.
Illusions?
Oh. Give me a £5 note.
What?
Just for the purposes of the illusion.
Oh, the illusion.
Now then,
Yes?
watch carefully.
Oh, I do.
As you can see, there's nothing up my kilt.
No, you're right there.
That hurt, old friend. I fold the £5 note
Yes.
and utter the magic word, Jings,
Yes?
and it's gone.
My £5 note. Oh, that happened to me in a shop last week.
Now then, pop
Yes.
your hand in my sporran.
Aye.
Can you feel anything?
Yes. Oh, it's my £5 note. Oh, the kids will love your magic.
Well, you know I never do it between January and April.
Oh, I know that.
Or indeed between June and December.
Oh, I know you'd never do that. It's only the 1 month of magic madness.
It is indeed.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
This is going to be very difficult as I wasn't listening. Sorry, I just dropped off for a moment.
Battleship Potemkin.
Warm.
Sort of.
Magic something? Magic? Something.
No.
Tricks.
But keep in that area.
What?
Tricks, something tricks.
Darling. Tricks. Something. Tricks. Matrix.
Oh, Matrix.
And I did come across it by mistake.
So what's it got to do with Battleship Potemkin?
It's a wonderful place, England. Only this spring I was out in the early morning when I spotted a group of young lambs gambling together, and I thought, how marvellous they can afford the membership of Crockford. I'm not a member, by the way, but I get in as Samantha is a part-time croupier there. She says there's nothing more satisfying than when happy guests shell out cash to play blackjack all evening and poker all night. Anyway, she's managed to borrow a selection of gambling equipment from the club, which the teams are going to try out for us now. Our first game is 21. Samantha, if you care to shuffle the cards, please.
Oh.
Okay, any takers?
Yes, I'd like to start. Can I have a card, please? That's an ace. I'll twist. Ace, twist. Ace, twist. Mr. Bun the Baker. Oh, I've gone bust, I'm afraid. Oh. Sorry.
Anybody?
I'd like to go.
Okay, Jeremy.
Yep. Yeah. The card, please. 4 of clubs. Oh, a dare twist. Oh, 19 of hearts. That's
Could I have £100 worth of chips, please?
Okay, Barry. Here you are.
And a piece of rock salmon and a saveloy, please.
Okay, let's move to the roulette table now. Place your bets, please. Samantha, if you care to spin the wheel.
Do you think we should let the hamster out of that? Oh. Just done something nasty.
Can I have a go at something?
Yes, certainly, Graham.
I've always fancied the idea of shooting craps.
Okay. Are you ready? Off you go.
Pull.
First time you pulled in Nottingham.
It's time now to play. Okay. We have a round now called Job Seekers, where the teams will be interviewed for occupations to which they are patently unsuited. This mustn't be confused with the round called Auditions for Comedy Panel Games. One team will be interviewers and the other interviewees, applying to take up a job which, despite their enthusiasm, they must fail to get. This could be fun. This could be fun, but it's no easy job trying to get laughs out of an unwelcome occupation, as anyone who ever watched Hello, Hello will know. Okay, Tim and Jeremy, I'd like you to be interviewees intent on failing to get jobs as taxi drivers. Barry and Graham will be the interviewers. Away you go.
Oh, right, come in.
Sorry we're late.
Yeah, sorry we're late.
Sorry,
late, we got lost.
Yeah, we got lost, yeah.
Well, come over here, join us, sit down.
Well, I can't sit down. Oh, no, not with these piles.
No, we'll stand.
Yeah, we prefer standing.
Yeah.
Right, I take it you both have a full driving licence?
Oh, full, yeah. Tons of stuff on it, yeah.
Well, this is not necessarily good news, is it?
Any road accidents at all?
No. Had a lot of pavement accidents.
And your cohort there, Mr. Hardy, have you had any accidents?
No, well, yeah, sorry, I just get a bit nervous in interviews.
told you not to sit down.
I'll stand by the window.
What is it that interests you in the job of being a taxi driver?
Oh, well, really, it's just the freedom to be able to go anywhere you want.
Yeah, any time you want.
No one telling you what to do.
What do you think of John Prescott's bus lanes? New strategy.
Oh, I have no opinions.
No.
And even if I did, I'd keep it to myself. I wouldn't want to disturb my passengers.
Well, suppose you're in London, driving down Oxford Street from the Marble Arch end. What is the first turning on your left?
Is that your left or our left?
Depends which way you're going, of course.
Yeah.
Let's say forward.
Left, right.
No.
Is that the hand with the stick with the numbers on goes in, that one?
Sorry, we better go. We've got a taxi waiting.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
It's now time for a round called Stars in Their Ears. Now, this shouldn't be confused with the rather distasteful game called Stars in Their Rears, which involves having the signs of the horoscope tattooed in an inaccessible, horrible place. Croydon. This is the team's tailor-made radio version of the TV favourite Stars in Their Eyes, where quite ordinary people pretend to be great performers. You can see why I said it was tailor-made. Piano accompaniment will be provided, as ever, by Colin Sell. Actually, we were all a bit upset to hear that Colin has recently had a bit of trouble with one of his music exams. He was all right up to the section where it was time to test his canticles. At which point the invigilator threw him out for taking his trousers off. Okay, Barry, we'll start with you. I understand you'll be appearing tonight as Ian Paisley singing Heartbreak Hotel.
Now since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. Down at the end of Lonely Street at Heartbreak Hotel. I'm so lonely. Are you surprised? I'm so lonely, no popery. I'm so lonely that I could die. Where's that pianist? Pianist! And though it's always crowded, you still can find some room for broken-hearted lovers to cry there in the gloom and be so lonely. Oh, so lonely. Oh, so lonely they could die. No surrender!
Okay, Graham, now, I'd like you to perform the song Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious as David Frost.
Because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad, my father gave me nose a tweak and told me I was bad. But then one day I learned a word that served me aching nose, the biggest word you ever heard, and this is how it goes. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexp through the keyhole.
And finally, I'm honoured to introduce Tim and Jeremy as the Queen and Prince Philip singing Something Stupid.
I know I stand in line until you think you have the time to spend an evening with me.
And if one knows some place to dance, I know that there's a chance that you won't be leaving with me.
Then afterwards we drop into a quiet little place and have a drink or two.
And then you go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like...
God, this place is full of slitty-eyed fuzzy, was it?
Well, I notice it's almost the end of the show, but there's still time to fit in a round of Cobbler's Film Club. Samantha tells me she has to nip out to greet a gentleman friend who's something of a shoe enthusiast. The last time she met him, he was in his plimsolls with the crepe sole and felt upper. So while she's away, I'd like the teams to suggest film titles aimed at an audience drawn from the footwear industry.
Reservoir clogs.
Arsenic and old lace holes. You've got to be very careful how you say that.
Fellini's 8.5. It's a bit tight.
Bring me the heel of Alfredo Garcia.
All Michael Winner films, they're all a load of cobblers.
Am I my brothel creeper?
You can be if you want to be. Daniel Day-Lewis and the Last of the Moccasins.
Das Boot.
Size 9 from outer space.
Trainer Spotting.
Forest Pump. Espadrilla Killer.
The Music Loafers by Ken Russell and Bromley.
Hobnail and I.
Excellent.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of the show, and indeed the series. But before we go, let's just pause to reflect on all the truly great moments we've enjoyed over the last few weeks. And with that done, it's time to say goodbye. Time to say goodbye from Samantha, myself, the Teetons, and the good people of Nottingham. Goodbye.
Tim Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Graham Garden and Jeremy Hardy were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson, and the producer was John Naismith.
Yes, I'm sorry we haven't another one, but you can hear that one all over again on Sunday at 12:04.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Littleton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week amid the splendour of the Grand Opera House in historic York. The first known settlement here was during the Bronze Age and was called Brigantia, or literally home of the Briganti tribe. But when Quintus Petilius and his 9th Legion arrived in AD 71, it became known as Iberacum, or literally not anymore it isn't. Very soon the town was overrun by the invading Anglo-Saxons and reverted to Celtic rule after King Arthur's famous victory. This was short-lived, however, as Arthur fled south when a messenger arrived from Camelot with the urgent news that it was another bonus rollover jackpot week. By the 8th century, York was capital of Northumbria, but during a succession of wars against the Vikings under Ivar the Boneless, the city fell several times, although not nearly as often as Ivar. The Vikings were finally defeated in 1066 at Stamford Bridge, going down to Chelsea 5-4. After a thrilling penalty shootout. And with the subsequent arrival of the Normans, this pattern of history established the old centre of York much as we see it today, repeatedly overrun by foreigners. However, the story of the people of York having unwelcome visitors forced upon them doesn't end there. Let's meet the teams. On my left, alongside Graham Garden, is Sandy Toksvig. And on my right, Jeremy Hardy and Tim Brooke-Taylor. And eager as ever to score on the desk next to me, the very delightful Samantha. Okay, teams, now you'll all be aware of the appalling trend of dumbing down that has recently blighted so much radio and television broadcasting. Even the BBC has accepted something has to be done, and this was covered in a keynote speech by the new Director General, Mr. Keith Chegwin. There'll be lots of new faces on many new committees, and our own Samantha has been invited to sit on several of them. Teams, I'd like you now to reverse the process with a round called Dumbing Up. In this one, I'd like your suggestions, please, of radio and TV shows that might be made more upmarket, sophisticated, or intellectually challenging. Jeremy, will you start, please?
The bell becomes l'addition, s'il vous plaît.
Graham?
Jim Davidson's Generation Game becomes Charles Darwin's Generation Game.
Tim?
Postmodernist Pat and his black and white abstract cat.
Sandy?
Grange Hill becomes Gordonston Heights.
Only Fools and Horses becomes 3-day eventing.
Overdue repeats of the goodies.
Now known as the Betters.
Casualty becomes, I'm sorry, this is a private hospital. We can't handle emergencies.
Play School with Brian and Immanuel Kant.
Pets win Pulitzer Prizes.
Home and away at our other home.
They think it's the Louvre.
Animal hospital becomes animal feng shui consultancy.
ER becomes IQ.
Okay, let's move on to a musical round now. It's called One Song to the Tune of Another. Piano accompaniment will be provided by Colin Sell. Going to start with you, Tim. I'd like you to start by singing the words of Nobody Loves a Fairy When She's 40 to the tune of Danny Boy.
Did you mention the word accompaniment?
Yes. Interesting thing about Colin Sell.
I'm ready now, Hump.
Thanks, because I couldn't remember it.
Nobody loves a fairy when she's 40. Nobody loves a fairy when she's old. She may still have her magic powers, but that is not enough. They like their bit of magic from a younger bit of star. When you have lost your little fairy dimples and the moth holes in your dress let in the cold, you stand there shouting motto, but they all pass by your grotto. No one loves a berry when she's old.
And Jeremy, now, would you please sing the words of I taught a pudik tat to the tune of Jupiter from Holst.
I like to swing upon my boat and sing my little song. But there's a cat that's after me and won't leave me alone. I thought I saw a pretty cat creeping upon me. I did. I saw a pretty cat as plain as he could be. I am that great big bad old cat, Sylvester is my name.
Everyone's been very kind.
Sandy, now, would you please sing the words of My Old Man's a Dustman to the tune of Somewhere Over the Rainbow?
My old man is a dustman, wears a dustman's hat. He wears floor blimey trousers and lives in a council flat. He looks a proper banana in his great big hobnail boots. He's got such a job to pull him up, calls them daisy roots. Oh, my old man's a dustman, wears a dustman blimey trousers. And he lives in a council flat. Some folks get tips at Christmas and some of them forget. So he picks their bins up, spills some on the step. Now one old man got nasty and to the council road.
I thought that was rather moving. Not far enough, but moving. Finally, Graham, would you please sing the words of Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious to the tune of Beethoven's Ode to Joy?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Diddle, little, little, diddle, I. Diddle, little, little, diddle, I. Diddle, little, little, diddle, I. Diddle, little, little, diddle, I.
Okay, on to the next round now. People ask me every day, why aren't there more DIY and gardening programs on TV? To which I say, the question you should be asking is, why have vets and sick animals been overlooked for so long? Well, in fact, there are one or two programs devoted to the subject, but the BBC puts them on when no one's watching. Every night between 7:30 and 9. One of the best is called Vets in Practice, which I've had adapted for the teams in a new version entitled Vets in Theory. Each team will take turns to present their sick pets for examination, while the opposing side should attempt to identify the animal and provide a diagnosis. Okay, Graham and Sandy will start by bringing their pet into the examination room. The animal's identity and illness will be relayed to our audience via the laser display board. And for listeners at home, here's the mystery voice.
Our dog has got no nose. Our dog has got no nose.
Right, you're the vets, Tim and Jeremy. Off you go.
Come on, bring the creature in.
Yeah,
well. Oh, Dr. Fledgling, I'm so worried.
What seems to be the trouble?
It's Dobbin. He's not quite himself.
Well, just pop this thermometer up. It might hurt him a little bit because it's the one from the side of the church, so it might
Hang on a minute, it's not quite in yet.
That's all very well, but would you mind doing it to Dobbin? supposed to guard us, but he makes a real mess of it, doesn't he? The right dinner.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
A complete dinner of it he makes.
He makes a dinner of it, he does, yes.
Right.
Or even a breakfast.
And, well, in Yorkshire, they say there's snouts wrong with him.
Yeah. Well, we do find this a lot in porpoises.
Do we think Dobbin thinks he's a dog, or...
Oh, he's a dog.
He's a dog, all right, yes.
He's all dog.
He's just not quite...
Not quite all dog.
No.
You mean he's not the dog's...
No, that's fine.
He's completing that department.
Yeah.
He was turned down for a job as a sniffer dog
Yeah.
at Heathrow.
And nobody knows why.
Dog got no nose, Sven.
I wondered what that smell was.
Right, your turn, Tim and Jeremy. Your identity and illness of your pet is now being exhibited on the laser display board, and here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Our sheep thinks it's a Yorkshireman. Our sheep thinks it's a Yorkshireman.
Okay, Graham and Sandy, you're the vets this time. Off you go.
Come in, sit yourselves down. What seems to be the trouble?
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Come on.
Totally. She's just so grumpy, isn't she? She's really irritable.
Oh, I don't think so. Not really.
No, I think she means well. She's got a heart of gold, but, you know...
Slightly misguided self-confidence, possibly.
Soft southern bastard!
Keep on.
Now, come on, speak up, because I think you're being a little sheepish about this.
So, what seems to be the problem with your sheep?
She just seems to have all this confidence that isn't really based on anything.
She wouldn't be anything to do with Yorkshire by any chance, would she?
Ilkley more back.
She's also had a lot of trouble with her waterworks as well.
Parkinson.
So your sheep is from Yorkshire?
That's not quite the right answer, but it'll do.
Say?
Any answer will do. Right, it's time now for the old favourite Cheddar Gorge, a game that has a fascinating history. It became first popular under Hanoverian rule as Cheddar George, being the pet name given to George III by Charlotte de Mecklenburg when she found she'd married a king who was convinced he was a small portion of cheese. And so began a fine tradition of British royal dottiness. Queen Victoria was a succulent purple plum, Louis of Battenberg a moist pink and yellow marzipan sponge cake, while our last King Edward was a small, lumpy brown Nazi sympathizer. In the modern version of the game, each player utters one word each on a subject of my choosing, the object being never to finish a sentence. If you hear this, it means I judge that a full stop has been reached. But if you hear this... it means the continuity announcer isn't feeling very well. Okay, teams, the subject of your sentence is an address to the World Wildlife Fund by Prince Philip. Tim, will you start, please?
The World
Wildlife
Fund is bang!
Ha ha ha!
I
bagged
a pair
of
large waiters
who
happened
to cross
my
path
when
I
was
ruminating
on
my
toilet
seat,
which
is
made
of
wooden
recyclable
and
yet
somehow cruel
material
which
never
crossed
my
path
before
tonight.
or
ever
will
in future
be
by
pathetic.
Can't finish a sentence on by.
I just got fed up with it. The next round is called Gardener's Question Time. So you're welcome to join us today in the potting shed, where our team, comprising Tim Brooke-Taylor of Buxton, Graham Garden of England, and Jeremy Hardy, of course, are on a light sandy Toxvig and ready to take phone-in gardeners' questions. Could we have our first caller, please?
Hello, it's Pippa Greenwood here. I've got a garden with a heavy, chalky soil on a steep slope, and my question for the panel is, I've heard professional comedians claim that there are only 11 jokes in the world. What are they?
I've heard the professional comedians claim there are only 11 jokes in the world. What are they? They are the England cricket team. Thank you for asking, Pippa.
Well, it says here the right answer is farce, slapstick, wordplay, exaggeration, comic metaphor, inappropriate response, repetition, irony, mimicry, satire, and black humour. Doesn't mention filth. Okay. Okay, can we have the next caller, please?
Hello, my name's Alan Titchmarsh, and I have a north-facing garden with a chalky soil. Can the panel please explain why women live longer than men?
Jeremy, will you answer that one?
Well, women live longer than men so that a man dies hearing the words, "What do you mean you won't have time?"
I don't know why women live longer than men, but I can tell you why they've got better eyesight.
Sorry, Sandy, it just helps me relax.
I know, but not during the show, Jeremy.
The answer here is because men are less resistant to disease, drink more, fight more, and don't care what they eat. Next caller.
Hello, my name's Gay Search, and I have a southeast-facing garden with a free-draining soil. And my question to the panel is this. What is the longest English word with no recurring letters?
Graham, how about that one?
What is the longest English word with no recurring letters? No, it isn't. I think it's Vorderman. And by the way, that's 9 letters.
I questioned this answer, but it says it here, so I've got to tell you that the word is uncopyrightable, which isn't an English word at all. It's some filthy concoction, probably from across the Atlantic. Okay, next caller, please.
Hello, my name is Bob Fladu. I'm an organic gardener from Norfolk. I have a windy north-facing garden with a light soil. My question for the panel is this. Can the panel please advise me as to why dusters are yellow?
Sandy, help him out, please.
Dusters are yellow because they're afraid of spiders.
Opinions differ. Some say they're yellow to match the bright yellow sunshine and daffodils of spring. And some say they were originally imported from China in the 18th century as yellow cloth. Oh, next caller, please. What's your name?
Hello, my name is Monty Don, and I've been gardening here in the west of England for about 10 years on very heavy clay loam. And my question for the panel is this. Where did the term carpetbaggers come from?
Sorry we got you up. I think the term carpetbaggers come from German Muslims who get up before breakfast and grab the mats at the front of the mosque.
The answer is the American Civil War, when profiteers kept their belongings in bags made from carpets. Okay, who's our next caller? Sorry.
Hello, it's Pippa Greenwood here again. I've been gardening for 35 years now. Does the panel know how creative our forebears were in celebrating the first millennium? Did they do anything special for it?
Actually, what happened at the first millennium was the Rolling Stones held a farewell concert.
remember Humph.
No, is he the fellow that used to blow the trumpet?
I'll tell you the answer is no. Time now for Swanee Kazoo, when we combine those most unlikely musical bedfellows, the lilting Swanee whistle and the rasping kazoo. History is littered with examples of diverse items being put together to make something new and surprising. If Michelangelo hadn't put egg white and crushed beetles together, he'd never have had paint for the Sistine Chapel. If it hadn't been for the Chinese putting saltpeter and sulphur together, we'd never have got to enjoy chow mein snack pot. And it took Logie Baird's life's work in combining electromagnetic radio wave frequencies with the high electron vacuum cathode ray tube to pave the way for Pets win prizes. Accompaniment here will be provided by Colin Sell at the piano. Incidentally, we were all surprised to hear that Colin has recently been standing in for Oasis. He spent 4 days holding up a dried arrangement at the Chelsea Flower Show. Okay, Sandy and Graham, your song is True Love, and it's to feature Graham Garden on Swanee Whistle and Sandy Toksvig on kazoo. Your duet is Chirpy Chirpy Cheep Cheep and is to feature Jeremy Hardy on kazoo and Tim Brooke Taylor on Swanee Whistle. Well, it's very nearly the end of the show. But there's just time to squeeze in a round of Builder's Songbook. Samantha tells me she has to nip home and she's got a man coming in to start work on her new patio. He's bringing round his cement mixer and he's promised to layer roughly across the foundations. So while she's away, teams, I'd like your suggestions, please, of song titles or lyrics that might appeal to an audience drawn from the building trade. Sandy, can you start this one?
Come on, who's done this then?
A hard rain's going to fall, but we'll put a bit of tarpaulin over it. Should be all right for a couple of days.
I've got you under my skip.
Tomorrow, I'll be there tomorrow.
It's my bottom and I'll show it if I want to.
Whip crack away or just leave it hanging out of your trousers.
I left my hod in San Francisco.
Concrete and clay or sand and cement, the remix.
Return to render.
Making good is hard to do.
The first quote is the cheapest.
What's another year?
Tea for two. Well, all of us, actually. Could you make it very strong?
Nobody knows the trowels I've seen.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the full moon of time is glimpsed in the rugby coach window of destiny, I notice it's the end of the show. So from the team, Samantha and myself, and the good folk of York, it's goodbye.
Graham Garden, Jeremy Hardy, Sandy Toksvig and Tim Brooke-Taylor were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson, and the producer was John Naismith. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Littleton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us back for a second week in York, the fine city whose name has been adapted in so many ways. There's the Yorkie, the staple diet of lorry drivers everywhere who like to snack on a small dog. The famous Yorker was developed here, the bowling technique that put this year's England cricket team where they are today. Opening a supermarket in Rotherham. And, of course, there was the grand old Duke of York, who famously had 10,000 men, the title passing down to today's Duke of York, whose ex-wife famously tried so hard to match... York is also associated with many other notorious names from history. Dick Turpin was hanged here in 1739, after he made the journey from London in 15 hours. And there's an interesting parallel with Turpin's exploits for anyone travelling to York today on Virgin Rail. Daylight robbery in the restaurant car. Guy Fawkes was born in York. In 1606, he was hung, drawn and quartered at Tyburn and buried at Marble Arch, Cheapside, Ludgate and Wandsworth. His co-conspirators included one Humphrey Littleton, who was dragged in chains to Guildford and publicly executed. Imagine the shame brought upon my family. Apparently they were okay about publicly executed, but Guildford... York is a mecca for visitors seeking to soak up its wealth of cultural delights, including York Minster and the Mystery Cycle that appears chained to its railings every morning. Wandering the old streets today, many come aiming to take in the famous shambles. So let's meet the teams. On my right, Jeremy Hardy and Tim Brooke-Taylor. And on my left, Sandy Toksvig and Graham Garden. And no show would be complete without our lovely scorer, the ever-delightful Samantha. Okay, the first round is called Misleading Advice. Teams, I'd like your suggestions, please, of advice that might totally mislead any first-time visitors to Britain who find themselves at a railway station. And Graham, will you start us off, please?
When leaving the train, it is traditional to leave a leaf on the line.
On any journey, you could easily come across a Mr. John Prescott, as he always travels by train. Careful, though, of the wild animals in the guard's van, as he apparently always likes to take his 2 Jaguars with him.
Sandy.
It is customary when using the gentleman's lavatory at York Station to greet fellow visitors with a friendly pat on the bottom.
Jeremy.
Before entering the toilet on the train, it is customary to remove your shoes and socks as a mark of respect.
Don't buy your own newspaper, as people on trains like to share.
Men with the notepads at the end of the platform are colourful characters with full and interesting lives.
If you would like a coffee, attract staff by pulling the large red handle in your compartment.
Gents' toilets are marked W.H. Smith. And they never run out of paper.
When you arrive, you will find that bus timetables are coordinated with the arrival of all trains.
Please discourage the professional beggars operating on trains who will approach you with the words, "Tickets, please." On a Sunday, you can travel from York to Peterborough in under 7 hours.
A virgin train means one that is brand new.
The railways are safer, cleaner and more efficient since privatisation.
OK, well, the teams are now going to sing for us. Because it's that old favourite pick-up song. Not quite such an old favourite as Pick Up Ear Defenders, if you ask me. This is where the teams sing along to some well-known records selected from the gramophone library. I spent a frankly unrewarding half hour down there this morning until Samantha generously offered to help me out. Strictly speaking, her contract doesn't cover research, and by asking her to have an unpaid poke amongst the record stack, I might have put her in an awkward position, but she didn't mind. In DJ mode, Samantha is now poised at the turntable and ready to give the selected discs a spin. At my signal, she'll reduce the volume to nothing, but as the record fades away, the team should continue to sing until it reappears, the object being to stay in time with the music. If on its return you're within a gnat's crotchet of the original, I'll be awarding points, and points mean prizes. Oh, all right. What do points mean? Better out than in them, isn't it? This week's prize will ideally suit the keen racegoer who has a sweet tooth. It's this bag of granulated sugar. Graham, we'll start with you. Will you please accompany Sandy Shaw singing Puppet on a String?
I wonder if one day that you say that you care, if you say you love me madly, I'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string. Love is just like a merry-go-round with all the fun of the fair. One day I'm feeling down on the ground, then I'm up in the air. Are you leading me on? Tomorrow will you be gone? I wonder if one day...
Jeremy, will you please accompany the 1970s disco band Ottawans singing their hit D-I-S-C-O?
D-I-S-C-O. She is D-I-S-C-O. She is D-I-S-C-O. She is D-I-S-C-O. Apparently, she is D-I-S-C-O.
What is she?
She is D, delirious. She is I, incontinent. She is F, superfluous. She is C, constipated. She is O. She is D, desirable. She is I,
It's you now, Sandy. I'd like you to accompany Manfred Mann singing Doo-Wah Diddy Diddy.
There she was, just walking down the street, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-doo, popping her fingers and shuffling her feet, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-doo. She looked good, she looked fine, she looked good, she looked fine, and I nearly lost my mind. Before I knew it, she was walking next to me, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-doo, holding my hand just as natural as can be, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy.
And finally, Tim, something contemporary for you. Will you please accompany Lou Bega singing his hit Mambo No. 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. The boys say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna be a buzz like I had last week. I must stay deep, cause talk is cheap. I like Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita. And as I continue, you know they're getting sweeter. So what can I do? I really beg you, my lord. To me, floating is just like a spore. Anything fly, it's all good. Let me dump it. Please set in the trumpet. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Erica by my side. A little bit of Rita is all I need. A little bit of Tina is what I see. A little bit of Sandra defeating the sun. Come in, music, it's time you came in. A little bit of Ithaca, here I am.
So the next round is sound charades, where the teams demonstrate the full range of their acting skills. So stopwatches at the ready, everyone. The game is based on the erstwhile popular TV show Give Us a Clue, where players enacted the title of a film or a book or a play without speaking and within a strict time limit. The expert's expert was, of course, Lionel Blair. Who can ever forget opposing team captain Nuno Stubbs sitting open-mouthed as he tried to pull off 12 angry men in under 2 minutes? The original charades game was both silent and hilarious. Our version differs subtly in 2 ways. Tim and Jeremy, you're going to start, please, and your title will be displayed to the audience via the laser display board. And for listeners at home, here's the mystery voice.
Wildlife on 1. Wildlife on 1.
Incidentally, I've got advice for those listeners who don't want to join in the fun. Keep listening. Right, you're guessing this one, Graham and Sandy. Off you go, Tim and Jeremy.
It's 3 words, and it's a television program, and it goes like this.
What is it, Liz?
Philip. I've got a pride of lions crawling all over me.
Clear off your shaggy foreign buggers. Get off her. Go on, get off.
Obviously not the royal family. Was it by any chance Wildlife on 1?
No.
Okay, it's your turn, Graham and Sandy. Your title's now being exhibited on the laser display board, and here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
People like us. People like us.
It's
Sort of
radio
square
and
thing.
it's radio and television.
TV,
and
and
it's 3 words.
3 words.
Ah, Hamish, how's your sporran hanging?
Sandy, you'll have had your tea.
Where's Dougal then?
Dougal? Oh, he's away.
No.
He's away to join the SAS.
He's away to join the elite task force.
No, the Scandinavian Airlines.
Oh.
He's working as a steward.
Are they taking folks the like of Dougal?
They're taking all kinds of folk, similar to ourselves, even.
No.
Aye.
Could I join?
No.
No. Did you know that you and I've won the popularity contest at the Highland Games.
Never.
Hey!
The popularity contest at the Highland.
Folk are very fond of people like you and me. You've said it now.
Well, I don't think we're going to get this one.
It's the Nazis' a lesson from history, isn't it?
People like you and me. What I mean is, us?
I rather lost the thread through that one.
It was Emmerdale Farm, okay?
And so to the next round. With so many singles on the lookout for partner teams, the art of the chat-up line has taken on a renewed importance. Only the other day, our own Graham Garden was propositioned with the line, "I think I've seen you on television. Don't you look different without the fast-forward going?" So teams with a supply of chat-up lines for every occasion very much in demand, I'd like you please to suggest some that might be used by fishermen. Start with you, Graham.
Let me show you my tackle.
Do give me a hand. I seem to have got my fly tangled.
Would you like to look at my worm? Oh, come back.
I think you should know that I've got crabs. In this bucket.
Is that a conger eel in your trousers, or are you just pleased to see me? I hope it's a conger eel because it keeps eating my sandwiches.
Ever seen a 10-foot rod?
You're quite attractive, but you should have seen the one that got away.
Get your landing net, you've pulled.
Don't worry, my dear, I've done this loads of times and I've never caught anything. I'll tickle any old trout, me. It might look like a maggot to you, but it works for me.
Do you want to see the piece of cod that passes all understanding?
Actually, yes.
OK, since we're in Yorkshire as part of the BBC's ongoing mission to break down the barriers of petty prejudice and crude regional stereotyping, I'd like to introduce a tailor-made round of Ibar Gum. If I ain't got nowt but mushy peas, reet, and me clogs and flat at, or as we Southerners call it, the general knowledge round. This week's subject is Yorkshire sayings and folklore, and I'll provide the teams with the opening lines from a selection of locally used expressions which they should attempt to complete. And Sandy, you can start. Iat knows nowt.
Runs virgin trains.
You're itching to know the real answer, which is doubts nout. Isn't that interesting?
That's fascinating.
Graham, a new besom
is expensive plastic surgery. The Guardian.
Sweeps clean is the answer. Tim, now, what is Harrogate headache?
Yorkshire birth control.
I'm told, though I've never experienced it, that it's caused by the sulphurous bad egg smells rising from Harrogate's old sulphur well or stinking spore.
Well, that would put me off.
Jeremy, will you translate the following Yorkshire expression? Don't make a muff.
There's got to be a better way of worming that Pekingese.
Apparently it's don't make the slightest sound. Here are some for anyone to have a go at. What are Keithley K-Leggedons?
Another form of Yorkshire birth control.
Well, it says here, and I don't believe it, it's a humorous nickname for the people of Keighley referring to their bone deformations. Oh, Complete the following Yorkshire saying, it's a hard job to find anybody at'll admit they've had.
Michael Portillo.
As the audience knows very well, the answer is enough of out they like. Translate the following Yorkshire expression. Thy topping is snod, lad.
You've got phlegm on the cake.
No, it's the hair over your forehead is smooth, lad. Who or what is a cushy cow lady?
Tara Palmer Tompkinson.
Well, it's a ladybird. Okay, well, the next round will involve audience participation. The game is called Karaoke Koki, and it'll combine the musical skills needed for karaoke with the choreographic dexterity required of the hokey koki. Luckily, we have with us a hokey koki championship finalist of 1978 in the guise of Colin Sell. Colin amazed the judges with his rendition of you put your left leg in, your right leg in, but was disqualified for reading from the instructions that came with his new trousers. Colin's going to provide the introduction to a song which will be displayed on the laser board and seen only by the audience. They should begin to sing the song a cappella. That means on your own. Until the teams buzz in to guess its title. If there's a wrong guess, the audience should pick up where they left off, and so on until we find a winner. Okay, the title of your first tune is being broadcast on the laser display board now, audience, while for listeners at home, here's the mystery voice.
On Ilklamore Bar Tat. On Ilklamore Bar Tat.
Are you there, Colin?
Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready, audience?
Man of Harlech.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful rendition
Very
of
good.
Ilklamore Bar Tat. It was beautiful. Very lovely.
Okay, audience, here's another title for you to try. It's going up on the laser display board now. Here again is the mystery voice.
The Flight of the Bumblebee. The Flight of the Bumblebee.
Come in, Colin Sell.
Ready?
Stop, I'm getting wet.
Sandy, you buzzed.
I buzzed, but nobody heard me. There was so much other buzzing going on.
That wasn't the flight of the warthog, was it?
I don't know, but somebody's teeth landed in the orchestra pit.
There you are, Hump.
I'm not giving them any further help.
Jeremy's musical, he'll know.
It was just that the whole audience started shaving at once.
Near
Was that
enough.
the flight of the bumblebee?
I notice it's almost time to end the show, but it's just time for the Shakespearean Ball. Samantha tells me she recently purchased a Tudor tankard bearing an engraved ode believed to be by Shakespeare himself. Next week she's taking it to be valued by the Antiques Roadshow program. We can't wait to see Hugh Scully examining her jug sonnet. Teams, I'd like you now to announce the late arrivals of the Shakespearean Ball. Graham, will you start, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome, please, Mr. and Mrs. England and St. George, and their son, Harry England and St. George.
Oh, who's that reeling in? Oh, it's Andronicus. There's no one quite as tight as Andronicus.
Ladies and gentlemen, delighted to have Mr. and Mrs. Ingdom for a horse and their son, Mike.
Mr. and Mrs. creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time, and their three identically named daughters, Tamara and Tamara and Tamara, creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time.
Will you welcome, please, Mr. and Mrs. Soft What Light Through Yonder Window Breaks, and their son, Bert Soft. Through yonder window.
A warm welcome, please, for Mr. and Mrs. The Fourth, Part 1. And their son, Derek.
Please be upstanding for Mr. and Mrs. Arnia and their big-breasted daughter. Titania. Thrilled to have with us Mr. and Mrs. Demi Your Ears and their son Len.
And here come Mr. and Mrs. Cleopatra and their transvestite son, Anthony and Cleopatra.
And from Russia we have Mr. and Mrs. Macduff and their son Leon Macduff.
Mr. and Mrs. Summer by this son of York and their maid Gloria.
A surprise visit from Mr. and Mrs. Francis Bacon and their copyright lawyer.
From Wales, we welcome Nye. That's Nye, the borrower, and his partner, Nora, lender B.
Please welcome Mr. Paul Yorick, accompanied by a single girl.
Well,
Mr. and Mrs. Demona and their son Des. For he's a jolly Othello.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as the rare field mouse of time cannons out of the combine harvester of destiny, and the grey squirrel of fate nibbles hungrily at the nuts of eternity. And notice it's the end of the show. So from the team, Samantha, myself, and the good folk of York, it's goodbye.
Graham Garden, Jeremy Hardy, Sandy Toksvig and Tim Brooke-Taylor will be given silly things to do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson and the producer was John Naismith. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Littleton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week at the Royal in Hanley-Stoke-on-Trent. The area is well known for coal, iron, beer and pottery. It was near here in 1739 that the famous Wedgwood factory was set up at Burslem. Soon their distinctive stoneware pots were in great demand by the townsfolk, who would use them to quaff copious quantities of the local ale, later taking full advantage of the fine porcelain products from the nearby Royal Dalton works. Other famous local names include the writer Arnold Bennett, who, during a visit to Paris, wrote his popular Staffordshire Five Towns novels after an exchange of ideas with Flaubert. And it's surprising what proportion of Madame Bovary is influenced by the industrial landscape of 19th century Stoke. As far as scholars can make out, not a single word. In 1925, these 5 surrounding towns were subsumed and officially formed into the new city of Stoke, which is why the surrounding area now has 150 signs saying to the city centre, all pointing in different directions. But what a relief it was to the long-suffering supporters of Burslem, Fenton, Hanley, Longton, Tunstall and Stoke-upon-Trent Rangers FC, who every Saturday had to respond to the call, "Give us a B." Stoke City's most famous son is undoubtedly Sir Stanley Matthews. Rated as the finest controller of the ball ever, he played professionally well into his 50s. But football isn't the only place fans go to see an astonishingly old man dribbling in... On my left, please welcome Barry Cryer. Sadly, Graham Garden's agent has written to say he can't be with us today. I can't quite read the handwriting, but I think it says that Graham's currently staring at the Theatre Royal Drury Lane. Hang on a minute. Yes, it does. In his stead, please welcome Sandy Toksvig. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Jeremy Hardy. I'm afraid our regular scorer, Samantha, can't be with us today, as she's away helping an elderly neighbour clear out for a house move. This morning she sorted his box room, and later she's going to join him in the attic to have a good rummage in his trunks. So please welcome in her place our regular Swedish stand-in, the very rippling Sven. Okay, now I've noticed there's a lot of explicit sex shown on TV these days. Ever since I learned how to program my video recorder, in fact. With this trend in mind, teams, our first round is a tribute to Channel 5, the TV station that tries to censor out such filth by showing it through a snowstorm for 8 hours a night. One sector of the X-rated market they seem to have overlooked is children's programming. And I'd like your suggestions, please, teams, of shows that might be scheduled during a Channel 5 children's hour. Barry, will you start, please?
101 Vibrations.
Jeremy.
Bananas out of pyjamas.
Sandy.
Watch with Mother and Father and the Man Next Door.
Very blue, Peter.
Foreplay School.
Poker Woman.
Herpes right again.
Willie. Oh, they've misspelt this. Wonka. And Thomas the... Oh, they've misspelt that as well.
Muffin the Mule.
Pinocchio, it's not his nose this time.
The Perky Pinky Show.
Ding Dong Bell, Pussy in the Well.
Little Boy Blue, come blow your horn.
Big Knobs and Broomsticks.
Crystal Tits and Alistair.
Phallus in Wonderland.
Well, it's time now for a musical round with one song to the tune of another. This is more or less explained by its title, but just in case you have any nagging doubts, teens, try to imagine a song as a sandwich, comprising two main parts, the bread or tune and the filling or words. The construction of any two sandwiches is very similar, but one might have a cheese filling in white bread and the other a ham filling in brown bread. They're both still sandwiches, but are completely different. Except for the butter. Now, I can see by the team's smirks they think I've forgotten something. What about the triangular plastic box that so many sandwiches come in these days? Well, these boxes are designed specifically so that when you try to get them out, the sandwiches fall apart. And that's when the contents might get swapped over, or, put differently, the words of one song get mixed up with the tune of another. Simplicity itself when it's explained properly. Well, one combination we can rely on, never to change, is Colin Sell and his piano, no matter how hard we try. Right, Barry, you're going to start. I'd like you to sing the words of the Simon and Garfunkel classic, The Sound of Silence, to the tune of Get Me to the Church on Time.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone narrow streets of cobblestone neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. Oh God! And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share.
Okay, you now, Sandy, will you please sing the words of Clementine to the tune of the Battle Hymn of the Republic?
In a cavern in a canyon, excavating for a mine, dwelt a miner 49 and his daughter Clementine. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling Clementine, lost and gone forever. Dreadful, sorry Clementine, light she wasn't like a fairy, and her shoes were number 9, herring boxes without topsy sandals for Clementine.
Tim, now, would you please intone the words of the Gloria Gaynor song, I Will Survive, to the tune of Somewhere Over the Rainbow?
At first I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong and I learned how to get along. And so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look on your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Oh, right now go, walk out the door. Just turn around, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Do you
think I'd crumble? Do you think I'd lay down and die?
And finally, Jeremy, would you please sing the words of Sinead O'Connor's heart-wrenching Nothing Compares to You to the tune of Happy Talk?
It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. I go out every night and sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can sing whenever I choose. I can eat in a fancy restaurant, but nothing, no, nothing can take away this blues. 'Cause nothing compares to you. It's been so lonely without you here. Like a bird without a song, nothing can stop me, these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby, where did I go wrong? Jeremy Hardy!
Humph, my glass is broken.
I have to tell listeners at home that Jeremy was singing that in true folk singer style with both hands clapped over his ears. A thing that quite often happens within 10 feet of Colin Sell. It says here, and I always read what I've got in front of me, that was interesting. Our next round looks at the fascinating world of the restaurant waiter. What a skilled profession that is. Surely no other job requires the ability to spot two people coming into a restaurant at lunchtime, sum up the situation in an instant and say, table for two. Mental arithmetic is an absolute must. Only last night the teams kindly took me out for a surprise birthday dinner, and our waiter easily coped with dividing £7.30 by 5. However, I've observed that restaurant table service can often be over-attentive. With this in mind, the teams are going to play a round called Restaurant Waiters. Each team will take turns to be diners in a restaurant engaged in conversation, while the opposing team act as waiters. And their task is to interrupt the diners' conversation at the least appropriate moments until I do this. With this. Okay, Barry and Sandy, you're going to be two diners, and Barry, you're trying to propose to Sandy. Tim and Jeremy, you're the over-attentive waiters, so off you go.
Darling, there's something I want to ask you.
Care for a roll, madam?
What is it?
Well, it's a sort of bready round thing. It's made with flour.
I've got a surprise for you.
It's self-raising.
Are you asking for my hand in...
Your soup, sir.
I want you to marry me, but there's a slight problem.
It's cock-a-leaky.
What is it?
I've just told you, Clothies, it's cock-a-leaking.
I've just discovered I've got a...
knob of butter.
I've got a slight medical problem.
I don't care. When I kiss you, your lips taste...
Like a gherkin, sir.
Oh, damn it, just marry me.
That's very kind of you, sir, but this isn't actually my table. Good night.
Okay, let's swap that around now. Tim and Jeremy, you can be diners this time, and Barry and Sandy will be the waiters. Carry on.
Tristram, lovely to see you. I have to say, you're not looking too good. A little peaky. Is there anything wrong?
Well, Geoffrey, I've had some very bad news.
I'm afraid the fish is off.
Well, you know you can tell me, Tristram, what is it?
May I suggest crabs?
Well, thing is, Geoffrey, I really don't want to...
Wine, sir?
Is it, something serious?
Well, I was worried it might be my cell count.
Red or white, sir?
I had to produce this, the sort of sample, and the doctor said...
I expect one bottle won't be enough.
What, Tristram, did the doctor say? What was the verdict, then?
Well, he says I've got...
Melon balls, sir?
Something serious. I don't know how I caught it. Maybe something I ate, or maybe...
A tart, sir?
Oh, cheer up, Tristram. You'll soon be.
Toast, sir.
Have you noticed, teams, how the media address us like a bunch of idiots these days? Well, I may be no Herbert Einstein, but I can understand properly constructed sentences when I see one. Because the next game is Cheddar Gorge, where the teams construct a proper grammatical sentence supplying one word each in turn. The object is to avoid completing the sentence. This shouldn't be confused with Pinochet Gorge, where the object is to avoid starting the sentence. If I judge a full stop has been reached, teams, you'll hear this. On this. This week's subject is a snooker commentary. To complicate things unnecessarily, I'll be awarding points for the inclusion of certain bonus snooker-related words. Tim, you've got cushion. Barry, you've got rest. Jeremy, you've got cannon. And Sandy, you've got buttocks. Tim, I'd like you to start, please. Off you go.
Oh, yellow.
Stains. I didn't say
On.
That.
My.
Rest.
Period. My rest period.
Keep.
Your.
Ricochet.
Bouncing.
Off.
The.
Cannon.
Balls.
Because.
I.
Am.
Slurred.
And.
Strangely.
Although.
Importantly.
I.
In.
Trouble.
With.
The.
Governing.
Body.
Buttocks.
Which.
Are.
Yellow.
Green.
Brown.
Blue.
Pink.
Black.
And.
Indeed.
Tartan.
Although.
I.
Was.
Commentating.
Yesterday.
While.
Doing.
Drugs.
In.
This.
Adjacent.
Country.
Which.
Is.
Near.
Holland.
Or.
It.
Might.
Be.
Somewhere.
Near.
The.
Far.
East.
Where.
I.
Enjoyed.
Many.
A.
Fine.
Cannon.
Balls. What's he got to
do with snooker.
It's like being present at the birth of speech.
Right, we have another musical round now. And this time it's where the teams combine the gentle ululation of the swanny whistle and the guttural rasp of the kazoo. Swanny and kazoo are two words that go together like bacon and eggs, sausage and chips, or hardening and arteries. Accompaniment will be provided by none other than Colin Sell, a man who's forgotten more about playing the piano than the rest of us know. And he's about to prove it. Right, Barry and Sandy, you're to start, and I'd like you to provide a rendition of Tea for Two featuring Sandy Toksvig on the kazoo and for the first time Barry Cryer on the swanny whistle. And isn't he going to make a meal of it? Okay, your turn, Tim and Jeremy. I'd like you to give us your version of the lovely Que Sera Sera, featuring Jeremy Hardy on the kazoo and Tim Brooke-Taylor on the swanny whistle.
Listen and weep.
Guaranteed.
I haven't started yet, Jeremy. Quite clearly,
and I'm weeping already.
Well, it's very nearly the end of the show. But there's just time to squeeze in a round of Smoker's Songbook. But before we do, though, Sven tells me he wants to nip out to enjoy a satisfying cigar. He says there's nothing to beat getting your mouth around 8 inches of finest Cuban. So, well... Listen, I just read this stuff. I don't understand any of it. So anyway, while he's away, I'd like your suggestions, please, teams, of songs likely to appeal to an audience of smokers. So far, so good.
Twist and Snout.
Amazing Grass.
I can't get no full-strength capstan.
I'm getting sentimental over you.
How much is that dog? Get in the window.
Whenever I feel afraid, I rizzle a happy tune.
You go was hurt the one you love.
I heard it on the Woodbine.
Craven A, you're adorable. Sung by Supergrass.
Roll up, roll up, roll up.
Summer Wheeze by George Benson and Hedges.
Got a filter mountain. That's from Stop the World. I want a great cough.
I left my lungs in San Francisco.
You'll never hawk alone from The Sound of Mucus. Oh, dear.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the tide of time laps up against the sewage outflow of destiny, and the wind of change begins to pervade the crowded lift of eternity, I notice it's the end of the show. So from the teams, Sven and myself, and the good people of Stoke-on-Trent, it's goodbye.
Tim Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Sandy Toksvig and Jeremy Hardy were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson and the producer was John Naismith. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Littleton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You're welcome to join us for a second week in Stoke-on-Trent. If you've got nothing better to do. This part of England's West Midlands is commonly known as the Potteries. Famous for its manufacture of China products, buyers come here from the world over to obtain fine silk sarongs, chopsticks and rickshaws. A well-known neighbouring town which has recently become involved in the local art of brewing is Bourneville. Traditionally associated with chocolate, Bourneville has taken advantage of its natural springs for the production of lager, which is why there's a glass and a half of water in every pint. But a stone's throw away is Newcastle-under-Lyme. So named after a new castle built under the lime forest. Nearby they constructed a feather store on the side of an old scrapyard, and so was born the charming village of Down in the Dumps. Famous local characters include Thomas Minton, the inventor of Minton, Josiah Spode, the inventor of Spode, and Edward Knobloch, who luckily for some of us didn't invent anything. Let's meet the teams. They are on my left, Barry Cryer and Sandy Toksvig. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Jeremy Hardy. And making a welcome return this week to do her bit on the desk next to me, please welcome the very delightful Samantha. Okay, let's kick off with a round of historical headlines. In the ancient world, teams, before the advent of daily newspapers, or indeed written language itself, news of major events was carved on stone tablets in the form of hieroglyphs. Although if ever there was any news not concerning a bird, a cat, a big eye... and a man in a skirt and wimple doing an impression of a teapot, the Egyptians certainly never reported it. Teams, I'd like you please to suggest how today's newspapers and other periodicals might have headline news of certain great historical events. Well, the event is the first Christians are fed to the lions. Jeremy, will you start, please?
Big Cat's first Holy Communion.
From the Sun, oh, yum, all ye faithful.
The Guardian, capacity colostomy crowd. Watch loins.
The Times, England's 3 Lions lose in penalty eat-out again.
Daily Telegraph, Christian slain, no British involved.
The Catholic Times, Christians consumed by pride.
That was good, so let's try another. Bit harder. This time the event is King Harold loses at the Battle of Hastings. Barry, you can start this one.
Archer denies being there, says that I was dining with King William.
Guardian corrections and clarifications. Yesterday's headline should have read, "It's a travesty, not it's a tapestry."
But Le Figaro has the French point of view. Victory sewn up as needlepoint Normans get weaving.
TV Times, Harold to appear in Stars in Their Eyes as Nelson.
The Mirror has the astounding news that an Englishman has actually played at Stamford Bridge.
Hello Magazine, exclusive pictures of David and Victoria Beckham.
Daily Mail, illegal immigrants swarm into Hastings.
The Lancet, permeable contact lens warning.
The Sport, I've fired arrows, says Elvis.
Well done, everyone. Terrific.
It makes it worth it, doesn't it?
Yes,
it does.
yes.
The teams are going to sing for us now in the round called Pick Up Song. Well, I'll ask them to join in with a well-known record and attempt to keep in time. Samantha has drawn my attention to several misunderstandings in past introductions to this round, as she takes her preparation work for it very seriously. She insists we spend hours in the gramophone archive researching records, and I can't tell you how long she keeps me down there. However, she retains her sense of humour, and if I ever do slip up, she always gives me a reassuring smile when I put it in correctly. She's now poised at the turntable and ready to spin the discs for the team to sing along to until, at my signal, she turns the volume down. If on the music's return, the teams are within a midge's minim of the original, I'll be awarding points. And that's magic. What is it? This week's prize is sure to delight the sweet-toothed baby Buddhist. It's this tin of reincarnation condensed milk. Sandy, we'll start with you. Your song is appropriately Scandinavian. I'd like you to accompany ABBA singing Thank You for the Music.
You've probably heard it before. When I start to sing, I'm so grateful and proud. All I want is to sing it out loud. So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song or a dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me.
Right, your turn.
Believe it.
Right, your turn, Barry. Would you please accompany Rossano Brazzi singing Some Enchanted Evening?
Enchanted evening, you may see a stranger. You may see a stranger across a crowded room. Your glasses, please. And somehow you know even then, haven't you got homes to go to? That somewhere you'll see her again and again. We're not running a nightclub here. Some enchanted evening.
Give the old man a chance.
Someone may be laughing. Oh, who's done this in the ashtray? You may hear her laughing across a crowded room.
He's 93,
his wife,
you know.
fool. And night after night.
Tim, now, would you please accompany the Monkees singing I'm a Believer?
Ah, love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed.
Disappointment haunted all my dreams.
Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less Darlings, you were all wonderful.
It's a fix. Finally, Jeremy, yes. I'd like you to...
Suddenly the plot thickens.
I really would like you to accompany Joe Cocker singing With a Little Help from My Friend.
What would you do
if I said... As if... Stand up and walk out on me.
We've already gone.
Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. I will try not to sing out of key. But baby, I'll get by with a little help from my friends. Where are ya? On the knees, my buddy. Hi, with a little help from my friends. I say I'm gonna get help. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Oh yeah. What do I do when my love is away? Just worry you to be alone. How do I feel at the end of the day?
Are you sad because you're on your own?
Bloody desperate. I get by with a little help from my friends.
There they are.
I get by with a little help from
fiddling with a stereo.
OK, it's time for the round about chat-up lines and their place in the fascinating world of I'll tell you what, I've got to tell you this.
True story, isn't it?
True story. You know when you think of a witticism only 24 hours too late? You all had them. I was being interviewed by a guy in Scotland called Jack something or other. And he started the interview, because one of my hobbies listed is in my thing is bird watching. So he said, I hear that you're a bit of an ornithologist. And halfway down the M6 the next day, I thought I should have said, not so much an ornithologist, more of a word botcher. Anyway. OK, it's time for the roundabout chat-up lines and their place in the fascinating world of ornithology. So, teams, suggestions, please, of chat-up lines that might work for lonely ornithologists.
What would you say to 12 finches?
Hello. I say, what a lovely hornbill.
If I told you I knew Bilotti, would you hold it against me?
I suppose a duck's out of the question.
Oh.
Fancy going down the feathers later on?
Personally, I think 2 in the bush is much better than 1 in the hand.
Oh, please, put it on my bill.
Just put your teeth in the nightjar.
How do you like your corncrakes in the morning?
Bred any good rooks lately?
Would you like to come home to my house, Martin?
Either I'm using these binoculars wrong or you're a very big boy.
Don't let a little thrush put you off.
One swallow doesn't make a commitment.
It's time to play the game called Mornington Crescent. But first, I noticed from the Mornington Crescent listener reaction imaging screen that we've received a text message from a Mrs. Trellis of North Wales, who contacted us from her new satellite-linked digital mobile phone. She writes, Dear Ned, I'm on the train. Yours sincerely, Mrs. Trellis. And on with the game, which this week will be played to the ancient Ceramic League ruling, a version possibly played by Josiah Wedgwood himself. Nowadays referred to as speed Mornington Crescent, this variation has become chiefly the preserve of the showman, due both to the strict time limit imposed between moves as well as the suspension of all blindside boundaries. As you can imagine, in the hands of experienced players, it can be breathtaking to watch. Tim,
so can I just ask, blindside boundaries, are they in or not? I didn't catch
suspended,
that.
Aren't they?
Suspended, are they?
Did you say they were suspended?
Wait a minute. Yes, you're quite right.
So it's the speed version?
Yeah. Well, kind of.
Chiswick Park.
Clough Street.
Parsons Green.
Marshalsea Road.
Dagenham Heathway.
Ah, careful.
Ongar.
Oh.
Times Square.
He walked into that.
Yeah.
Victoria Embankment.
No.
Oh, that was so silly. Flask Walk.
Bethesda Street.
Are you crawling to locals again?
42nd
When I say
Street.
crawling to locals, I'm talking about pubs.
I repeat, 42nd Street.
Can he do that with the suspended...
Oh, for goodness sake, pull yourself together, Jeremy.
You can't do that.
It's embarrassing.
All right,
I'd rather you sang.
All right. 42nd Street.
Well, that's different. Wapping High Street.
Mornington Crescent.
Oh!
Well done. Don't feel bad. It's all right.
No, it's really not. I was going to go St Swithin's Lane and I'd have been there.
All right.
Well, I said it was going to be breathtaking. As the teams travel the length and breadth of the country, they always take a keen interest in local culture and heritage. For example, Sandy has a special interest in regional dialect. One expression she's picked up here is Faust-Staith. In fact, the dentist said her Faust-Staith should be repaired by next week. Barry is happy as seeking out the local stained glass. He really will drink out of anything these days. Jeremy is an expert on instruments of torture, as indeed is Colin Sell. While Tim spends many hours in the local Museum of Historical Costume. Perhaps if he moved about a bit more, he wouldn't keep getting locked in. I know the teams have made no exception of Stoke and its surroundings, so let's test them on some basic details of Staffordshire general knowledge and folklore. OK, Barry, we'll start with you. Could you complete the following Staffordshire pancake rhyme? Ding dong, pan on ding dong. Pull the big one off, put the...
Money on the mantelpiece on the way out.
Well, I'm bound to give you the answers to this one. So you can tell me the answer to this one, can't you? Pull the big one off, put the... Yes. Ah! Oh, I was beginning to despair of this audience. Sandy now, what did the people of Staffordshire believe taking a child outside to look at the new moon while rubbing its stomach would cure?
Is it ham?
Quite logical.
The answer's whooping cough.
Whooping?
Whooping.
Whooping. No, it's got an agent. Whooping.
As they say in this part of the world.
Jeremy, what's
Isn't she a Hollywood film star? Oh, sorry.
Jeremy, what's the significance of the Abbots Bromley horn dance in which people sport antlers and dance from 8:30 in the morning on the vicarage lawn?
Well, someone's being initiated into the West Midlands Police.
The answer is, it was an enticement to deer. To do what? Tim, throwing at cocks was widely practiced in Staffordshire until the 19th century. What did it involve?
Human hoopla.
You're not going to like this.
Sorry, or hoopla.
A cockerel was chained to a stake by its foot while locals threw bits of wood at it. 2 direct hits in a row and they got to keep the bird. Or what was left of it. Barry.
The cocks enjoy it and it's more humane than shooting them.
And we've got... According to the Staffordshire superstition, what happened if you weighed a baby at birth, Barry?
The rabbi would say, it's a bit overloved, take a bit off.
The answer is it was very bad luck for the baby. Sandy...
There's a tip.
Sandy, what in Stoke is a lick and a promise?
Saturday night out with a stamp collector.
That's it.
What is the real thing? Well, it's just what...
What is it?
What? What do you mean, what?
They're just telling us to wash. That's nice, isn't it?
It means a short-term tidying up.
Oh.
Boring. Jeremy, complete the following rhyme used by Staffordshire parents to scare their children. Raw head and bloody bones, steals naughty children from their homes, takes them to his dirty den, and...
Goes on to become Chief Inspector of Schools.
They are never seen again. Tim, complete the following Staffordshire rhyme. Marry in May, you'll soon...
Be in June. That's awfully true.
How many of you in the audience there married in May? You did? Yeah, well, the answer is decay. No wonder you can hardly speak. I see that it's almost at the end of the show. But there's just time to fit in a round of Farmers' Radio Times. Samantha tells me she has to nip off to a rare breeds farm where they still plough with huge beasts of burden. She's become friendly with a couple of farm hands who are going to show her their gigantic ox.
I'm going to write to my MP, I think.
So while she's away enjoying that, I'd like your suggestions, please, teams, of Radio Times listings that might appeal to an audience of farmers.
GMTV.
Are yous being served? The Irish version.
Carol Smiley cheers up ordinary people by changing rams.
Ever-decreasing crop circles.
Animal hospital this week. Cows with laryngitis in I'm Sorry, I Haven't a Moo.
Pigs camera action.
Hey, oh. Feature films, Corn with the Wind, starring Grey Gable and Grundy Bloody Grundy.
The Moral Maze.
Oh.
Very good. Closed down on Radio 4 with the sheep dipping forecast.
To the manure born.
Followed by Nigel Rees presenting a look at Death on the Farm, entitled Goat, Ungoat.
Well, so, ladies and gentlemen, it's time we were off for a bite to eat. Or as the saying goes here in the potteries, o rate for groggin in for a right pie. Three sixes and a fish, salt and vinegar, with cheese and pickles. Followed by some bay chum spiders. What a pack of daft. And with that, it's goodbye from the team, Samantha, myself, and the good people of Stoke-on-Trent. Goodbye.
Tim Brooke-Taylor, Barry Cryer, Sandy Toksvig and Jeremy Hardy were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson, and the producer was John Naismith.
It's always Sandy Toksvig's laugh that gets me. Clue is a Monday fixture here on BBC 7, and as such, we'll be back next week.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Littleton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week in High Wycombe, a town boasting a rich and varied past. The very name High Wycombe has an interesting derivation. The Saxon word wick means a small village community. Combe was the Celtic word for a small depression or hollow, while the Middle English high has the same meaning as today. Hence the literal translation, hello, villagers who live in a hole. The area's wealth was built on the manufacture of traditional furnishings, and High Wycombe quickly became known as the furniture capital of England. And then with the growth in demand for chests of drawers and fancy footstools, Wycombe was elevated to the tall boy and poof capital of Europe. Close by is Wycombe Air Park. This houses a fine collection of vintage aircraft, including the Vickers Boxkite biplane, which one Bert Hinkler flew here in 1921. Racing the express train from London, he won by a full 11 minutes. Now aged 103, Mr. Hinkler celebrated by repeating the event in October this year. And beat the train by 7.5 hours. It would have been more, but the chain kept falling off his bike. The Chiltern Hills are famous for the health-giving properties of their fine spring waters. But when bottles were recently discovered to contain urine, they were quickly withdrawn from supermarket shelves and moved round to the own brand lager section. The area is also home to many celebrities, including Sporty Spice, Noel Gallagher and Kate Moss. And according to the official guide, our own Tim Brooke Taylor lives within spitting distance. So while he wipes himself down, let's meet the other team members. On my left, Barry Cryer and Graham Garden. And with Tim on my right, Jeremy Hardy. And as our lovely scorer settles down on my left hand, please welcome the delightful Samantha. Right, let's get on with it then with a round called Missed Hits. All program makers need a good title to explain exactly what their show is all about. We only have to hear the words you and yours to know that we're in for a fascinating 60-minute look at the world of possessive pronouns. The week in Westminster neatly sums up our elected politicians. And what better title than Test Match Special to describe Indian fast bowlers providing the results of next week's cricket match. However, great titles aren't universal, so teams, I'd like your suggestions, please, of TV or radio programs, films, plays and so on, likely to fail for want of a decent title. Barry, will you start, please?
Schindler's Lisp.
Jeremy.
Walking with Dinah Rod.
Graham.
There's the follow-up to The Perfect Storm, The Absolute Shower.
Tim?
Who Wants to Be a Milliner?
I may have mentioned, I can't remember, that I missed an Oscar by that when I wrote the film script Shakespearean Hove.
Saving Private Railways.
The Witches of Gatwick.
Anne Widdecombe Uncovered.
Gardner's Question Tim.
Two little-known plays by Oscar Wilde. The Importance of Being Kevin. And Lady Windermere's Fan Belt.
HMS Pinochet.
The Lion, the Witch and the Flat-Pack Dressing Table within an order.
Is that all?
Peter Mandelson, International Man of Mystery. Syphilis in Seattle.
Okay, the teams are going to sing for us now in a game called One Song to the Tune of Another. You'd have to be lacking even a basic knowledge of harmony and rhythm to fail to grasp this concept. So listen up, Jeremy. A song is comprised of two main constituents, the words and the tune, a bit like a bottle of shampoo and conditioner, in fact. The shampoo element can be envisaged as the words, cleaning the grease and grime from our hair, although obviously the words of a song don't literally do that. This is supported by the conditioner, leaving our locks shiny and manageable and eliminating unsightly split ends, in the same way that the tune supports the words, except that words don't suffer from split ends. Now, teams, I can see you grasped the basics already, but yes, there is one question that still needs an answer. What about dandruff? Well, even the best quality shampoo and conditioner won't always guarantee to rid us of an unsightly irritant that keeps coming back no matter how hard you try. At the piano, Colin Sell. Okay, Barry, we'll start with you. Would you please sing the words of Bebop-a-Lula to the tune of We'll Gather Lilacs?
Bebop-a-Lula, she's my baby. Bebop-a-Lula, I don't mean maybe. Bebop-a-Lula, she's my baby. Bebop-a-Lula, I don't mean maybe. Bebop-a-Lula, she's my baby love. My baby love, my baby love. She's the girl in the red, blue jeans. She's the queen of all the
Okay, it's you now, Tim. Would you please sing the words of Whiter Shade of Pale by Procol Harum to the tune of We're Off to See the Wizard?
We skipped a light fandango, turned cartwheels across the floor. I was feeling kinda seasick, but the crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder as the ceiling flew away. When we called out, "Have another drink," the waiter brought a tray. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale,
Okay, Graham, now, would you please sing the words of Joe Dolce's Shut Up You Face to the tune of Que Sera Sera?
When I was a boy, just about a fifth grade, Mama used to say, don't stay out late with the bad boys, always shoot a pool. Giuseppe, don't funk a school. Boy, it make me sick. All the things I gotta do, I can't get no kicks. Always gotta follow rules. Boy, it make me sick just to make a lousy bucks. I gotta feel like a fool, and Mama used to say, what's the matter you, hey? Got no respect. What do you think you do? Why you look so bad? It's not so bad. Shut up your face. Oh, I've finished.
Jeremy, reducing the words of cool for cats by squeeze to the tune of windmills of your mind.
Seems unlikely. The Indian sends signals from the rocks above the pass. The cowboys take position in the bushes and the grass. The squaw is with the corporal, she is tied against the tree. She doesn't mind the language, it's the beating she don't need. She lets loose all the horses when the corporal is asleep. And he wakes to find the fire's dead and arrows in his axe. And Davy Crockett rides around and says it's cool for cats.
The next round is called Living Art, and in it the teams are going to share their knowledge of fine art. In fact, the teams are surprisingly knowledgeable in the field of art. While recently painting in Ireland, an expert told Jeremy his seascape could easily be mistaken for a bacon. It was just where the paint had gone streaky in the rain. Tim spends a lot of his time in front of a bowl of fruit, filling in his still life. But his agent says things should improve soon. Graham is an expert on the Cubist School, thanks to his job at the Early Learning Centre. And Barry was telling us he recently attended evening classes where he painted a young lady in the nude. Well, I say nude, he didn't actually take his socks off.
But have somewhere to put your brushes.
Okay, teams, I'd like you each to perform for us a living representation of a famous work of art for the opposing team to guess. Tim and Jeremy, you're the first, and your piece is being relayed to the studio audience via the technical wizardry of the laser display board. While for listeners at home, here's the mystery voice.
Rodin's The Kiss. Rodin's The Kiss.
So if you care to assume the positions.
Right. Just give us a minute to get ready.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Excuse me. Oh, God.
Oh, it's chilly, isn't it?
Oh, I like those. Where did you get those?
Huh?
M&S.
With them. Yeah.
Now, who's going to be whom?
Is that a birthmark?
No.
What is it then?
It's a mole. It's a tattoo.
A tattoo? Yeah. A tattoo of a mole?
That's right.
Oh, I see. Right, and that's where he lives?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, no wonder
they're blind. What's that?
Oh, that's my appendix.
Shouldn't that be inside?
Oh, God.
I'll be the one that sits on the marble.
Careful now. Oh, now you've lost it.
I have to.
I won that.
Yes.
Look, which one am I going to be?
Which do you want to be? You look fairly dominating to me.
All right, I'll be him then.
All right, well, I'll be her.
You be her. It is cold, isn't it?
It is cold,
They've got like cocktail sausages.
Yeah, no tongues.
Right, here we go. Right. Was that all right?
Oh, well, good for me.
Have you finished?
I'm just getting my jumpers back on.
All right, I'll put my socks on then. Oh, they've got brushes in them.
Must be the kiss, mustn't it? Yes.
Barry and Graham, the title of a further work of art will be displayed to the audience via the laser display board, and here's the mystery voice of her.
Tracy Emin's Bed. Tracy Emin's Bed.
Barry and Graham, please start your physical reproduction now.
It's a work of art. And we're hiding under it.
Yeah. Has she gone yet?
I don't care. I'm not staying here.
No. Oh, dear. Hasn't she got a Hoover?
What's this?
Oh, please. Oh, I wouldn't mind, but here's the other two.
Oh, no. No.
What?
Two Japanese blokes bouncing about on it now.
Not again.
The end.
I have no idea what this is. You would be below the picture, did you say?
We
The
were
work of
hiding
art.
under the piece.
But is it really art, this? Is it really? This kind of... absolutely...
There are two Japanese blokes.
Two Japanese blokes, and one went into a chemist and said... We're not very close to this.
Time's up.
You were very close when you said, but is it art?
Yes.
It's by Damien Hirst.
Paul Simon.
Ah, very good.
It is by Damien Hirst.
No.
Are you a huge piece of sculpture?
No.
The Millennium Dome.
A little bed-sized piece
Little
of sculpture.
bed-sized thing.
Yes.
Time's up.
Oh, right. Tracy Emin got anything to do.
What time do you call this?
Could you just remind me what the Japanese blokes were doing again?
They bounced up and down on a bed. Don't you remember? Two
You were
Japanese
there.
guys, performance artists. They came in and bounced up and down. It's rather like the two Japanese guys who met in the street, and one said "Ahiba," and the other one said "Ojo," and the first one said "Abakia," and the other one said "Tobatua." Oh, you've heard it. Sorry.
Finally, Tim and Jeremy, one last artwork for you now. Its title is now being displayed to the audience, and here once more is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Whistler's Mother. Whistler's Mother.
Okay, Tim and Jeremy, please begin your body sculpture now.
Shut up! Sorry, Mum.
Whistler's bed.
Just above it.
It's arrangement in grey and black.
Yes.
Whistler's mother.
Correct.
Okay, let's try another round.
Oh,
And I know our audience will whoop with joy when I tell them that the teams are going to write resignation letters. And gasp in disappointment when I tell them the letters aren't their own. In our modern, fast-moving world, companies often retain high flyers in their jobs with large contract bonuses. And in fact, our own Barry Cryer was once tied to a post by golden handcuffs. At least that was how he was discovered during the police raid. But when it does come to making a career move, it's important to use the right words. So, teams, I'd like you please to suggest letters of resignation that might have been penned by famous people, both past and present, or by ordinary folk, to well-known organizations. And Tim, will you start, please?
Henry VIII. I'm leaving as I feel it's inappropriate that I should continue as chairman of Relate.
Ludwig van Beethoven. Now that I've gone completely deaf, BT have offered me a job in directory inquiries.
Got one here from Michael Portillo saying I'd like to create an opening for a younger man.
There's one from Dirty Harry. There he is. When I said, "Go ahead, punk, make my day," I thought we were alone in the gents.
There's one here from Bertie Bassett. I'm leaving for all sorts of reasons.
There's one here from Peter Mandelson. No, that's ridiculous. That would never happen.
There's one here from Yasser Arafat. I've decided to go back to playing the drums with the Beatles.
One here to Alcoholics Anonymous. I resign. Cheers.
These are meant to be fictional, Barry.
The editor of the Daily Mail, I've been doing a lot of thinking.
Van Gogh, I must give up my work. My glasses keep falling off.
We have one here from William of Orange, which says, I'm worried that some people might be taking me too seriously.
From Anne Widdicombe.
Oh, yeah.
Politics is no career for the new face of Estee Lauder.
Cynthia Payne, I'm alarmed at the number of politicians entering the profession.
The teams are going to perform musically for us now. The round's called Swanee Kazoo, where the teams combine the delicate trill of the Swanee whistle with the chirpy buzz of the kazoo. Yes, Swanee and kazoo. Two words that go together as naturally as cannon and ball, little and large, or long and forgotten. Piano accompaniment will be provided as ever by Colin Sell, who was telling us that following a recent course, he now knows Handel's work. What great training days they run in B&Q's door department. Barry and Graham, we'll start with you. Will you please provide us with a version of When I Was a Lad from Gilbert and Sullivan's HMS Pinafore, to feature Barry Cryer on kazoo and Graham Garden on Swanee whistle. Tim and Jeremy now, will you please provide us with a version of The Lion Sleeps Tonight, featuring Tim Brooke-Taylor on the Swanee whistle and Jeremy Hardy on the kazoo. Well, I notice it's very nearly the end of the show, but there's still time to announce the late arrivals at the military ball. Samantha has to nip out to meet a nice old colonel who's promised to show her his parade ground and might even let her inspect his privates. So while she's away enjoying that, I'll ask the teams to announce the late arrivals at a society ball for soldiers and other military personnel.
Will you welcome Mr. and Mrs. Terry Manoeuvres and their daughter Millie Terry Manoeuvres.
Will you welcome, please, Mr. and Mrs. Do You Think You Are, You Miserable Little Man? And their only son, Hugh. That's... Who do you think you are? Miserable little man.
And from Germany we have Frau and Herr Matic-Weapon and their son, Otto-Matic-Weapon.
All the way from Spain,
Oh, yeah.
Senor and Senora Pace Forward and their son, Juan Pace Forward.
And will you welcome, please, from the Light Brigade, Mr. and Mrs. Lee Gonward and their son Arthur Lee Gonward.
And please welcome Mr. and Mrs. Voidable Civilian Casualties and their daughter Anna Voidable Civilian Casualties.
Will you welcome, please, Mr. and Mrs. D. Beaches and their son, Norman D.
And here come Mr. and Mrs. Nade.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, and their furious son, Angry Nade.
Mr. and Mrs. Ertrat and their son, Des Ertrat. Used to be Field Marshal Montgomery's personal choir boy. Wrote a book called I Was Monty's Treble.
And a very warm welcome, please, for Mr. and Mrs. This Minute. And their son, Brigadier This Minute.
Will you please bend your knees for the Princess Maureen and Queen Maureen? They're the Royal Marines. A little more respect, please.
Two old chums over there. Mr. and Mrs. Tofficer. Their son, Warren Tofficer.
A particular welcome, please, for Mr. and Mrs. Bennett. 2 years National Service would teach these young hooligans a thing or two. And their son, Gordon Bennett. 2 years National Service teaching young hooligans a thing or two.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the sleeping princess of time lies undisturbed on the pea of fate, thanks, of course, to the rubber bedsheet of eternity, I notice it's the end of the show. So from the team, Samantha, myself, and the fine folk of High Wycombe, it's goodbye.
Barry Pryor, Graham Garden, Jeremy Hardy and Tim Brooke Taylor were being given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson, and the producer was John Naismith.